Hey Aries, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all having an amazing day. We're going to see what messages want to come through for you, get some insight, some guidance, see what you can expect, what's coming towards you, all that jazz. If you enjoy, if this resonates, let me know. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Private readings are available down below. And let's get right into your messages. Aries, let's see. What do you need to know right now? Buffalo and the dragon. Let me get you one more. Show me clearly what's going on with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Cobra. Ooh, you've learned your lesson. You've learned your lesson, Aries. With fire at the bottom, things are getting a little heated, a little testy. Either you or someone around you, they're getting a little testy, a little fierce, a little feisty, okay? But you have grown. You have learned your ways. You've learned your lessons one too many times. And you're handling this very differently than what you used to do. Whew. Oh, wow. I just looked at the bottom of the deck. Underneath the fire ant, we have the panther and the peacock. There's someone, you are tuning them out. You don't give a fuck. Like you really, look at how the panther, he's like screaming and the peacock's just like, what was that? Was that the wind? Couldn't be me. Not my problem. Not my circus. You really don't give a crap. Crocodile, you took a break from something, or you're being guided towards taking a break from something or someone, prioritizing you, your mental health, your wellness. Yeah, you're stepping into this newfound strength of yours. You found some sort of improvements in what it is that you do. I'm seeing with the dragon, you have made some tweaks to your lifestyle, to how you work, how you rest, and also how you take care of your body, what you're eating, what you're consuming. And I just see you're taking much better care of yourself. And you're focused on what truly matters. You're focused on building a solid life for yourself. And you're thinking a lot about your future self and what you want moving forwards. And with the cobra, I really just see like you're shedding old skin, you're shedding dead weight. You've learned your lesson. Whenever the cobra comes out, this is a big indication that you have learned, you have grown, you've made it to the next level, and you're teaching some people valuable lessons by you taking this action. You're confronting things that you were once blinded to, or once you ignored at one point. You're confronting things that you would like avoid, you'd shove it under the rug, you'd pretend it wasn't there. You're facing it head on. There's this strength about you, there's this endurance about you, there is this determination that you have recently connected with. And it feels really empowering. This feels very strong. Fire ant, panther, and the peacock. I think you are just not giving in to people's negative energy. There's some people that could be trying to get a rise or reaction from you, trying to get you to crash out. And I don't think you're taking the bait. I really don't. Crocodile and the peacock, you're keeping it cool. You look, and not only do you look this way, but you also feel this way, where you just don't care. You look like you don't care about this circumstance or this bait. Like you're not taking the bait. You're not interested, and you like in your core, you don't give a fuck either. You've released, or you're in this process of releasing, clearing, healing, recovering, recalibrating your energy. And I also get a sense that there's some people that don't have the same access to you like they once did. And that frustrates them. That really ticks them. That really makes them angry. So that's kind of funny. There's someone that's definitely trying to get you to react or to cuss them out or to fight with them. But because you're just like, bitch, you're not worth my energy. You're not worth my time. Block. They're like raging inside. They're fuming. It's like, and you don't give a fuck. And so let's move on. Because you're like, Jade, I don't care about that. Okay, well, let's move on to the tarot. I am using Heaven and Earth Tarot. I just got it yesterday and I'm loving it so far. And I'm so excited to be using it in your reading, Aries. Oh my goodness, it doesn't want to shuffle. All right, well, let's see. Show me clearly what's going on with Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. It's 3:33 on my clock right now, 3:33 p.m. We have the World coming out. What's done is done. There's no turning back. We have the Lovers over here. Gemini energy. Wheel of Fortune, awesome. What's going on for Aries? Wait a minute, sorry. I thought this was the Lovers, it's the Two of Cups. We have the Lovers here. Okay. And the Five of Wands. We have the Six of Wands, the Emperor, Six of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles at the bottom. Let's keep that out. Sixes could be important for somebody here. All right. This looks like this is going to be a reading surrounding a specific connection in your life. This feels like it could be more romantic or friendship or, you know, this feels more personal kind of stuff rather than work, but you can apply it to whatever your situation is. There's a cycle that's closing out. There is a door that is closing. It definitely looks like you're not continuing to repeat this cycle, this pattern, these old ways. It looks here that you've learned your lesson. We have the Two of Cups coming out next. So the World and the Two of Cups, there's changes going on in a relationship, an existing relationship. Although for those that are like single or you're not really dealing with anybody in particular, I do see that there are divine counterparts, divine unions that are coming into your life in the near future. And this is fated events. We are in eclipse season. This is expected. A lot of, this is connecting to our divine blueprint, basically. There's a lot of that being activated during this time, and it may be unexpected. You might fall in love. You might meet the person of your dreams. You might meet someone who ends up being your best friend, someone who ends up being someone you collaborate with, you build a business with. Like, I'm seeing that there's a lot of that in the air. But let's go back to like the first kind of situation where it's like there's a massive cycle between you and another person that's changing, or your relationship, the dynamic between you guys is changing. We'll see what this is, okay? Because we have to break through all these cards. I haven't really thought too much about what's ahead. I haven't thought too much about over this and that, So Two of Cups, obviously we know that there's connections, there is intimacy, there is this shared emotion, shared desire, shared wants and needs, and it feels like it's flowing. It feels like you and someone are on the same page. Maybe you weren't in the past, but you are now, or there's a shift where you're seeing eye to eye. The Lover, or not the Lovers yet, we haven't gotten there, I'm jumping ahead. Two of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune showing that there's movement, there's progression. This is also relating to divine timing that's at play, everything that's occurring during this month. Whew. I feel like things are speeding up. I feel like over the next couple of weeks, a lot is gonna go down. A lot of significant events and changes, like the tides are turning. This is going to be a very interesting time. Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers. This is bringing you to who you're meant to be with. So for those where if you're going through an ending, let's put that out there, because the world can talk about endings and completion of a cycle. You've cleared your karma with a particular individual, contract's done. If that's the case and you're going through an ending, or you're noticing some of the relationships in your life are fizzling out, it's because there is this shift, there's this reuniting with your soulmate, or reuniting with someone that you are meant to be with. You've known each other from previous lives. It feels like there's this shift going on where you could be redirected to the person you're meant to be with, or you're meant to work together with, or you're meant to like build something together with. Let's see here. You could be taking your relationship to the next level, right? From the Two of Cups to the Lovers, you might be ending up deeply committing to someone. I'm seeing marriage for some of you. I'm seeing there's something about you guys taking things to the next level. Okay, and we'll find out more when we clarify. The Lovers and then the Five of Wands though. So it tells me there's some challenges that could be coming up over the next couple of days, next couple of weeks, but it will be dealt with. Like the fact that we have the Six of Wands at the bottom, which tells me, this was at the bottom of this card actually, that this is just a test to see how strong your connection really is, or it feels just like tests, to be honest. Testing your strength. You come out victorious though, or you come out, maybe it goes back to this whole thing that we saw earlier, right? Shedding the dead weight, confronting things head on, not avoiding, not running away, not giving a reaction. You know, you could be feeling very heated. Maybe you're dealing with someone, you're really pissed off, you're ready to just like scream and yell, but you're like, okay, let me keep my composure, let me breathe, let me take a breather, let me walk away, let me calm down, let me catch my breath, let me think before I speak and say something I might end up regretting. So it's like you are like regulating yourself, which is great. Very, very good. Very much needed. Six of Wands, the Emperor, Six of Cups, and then the Three of Pentacles. So Six of Wands and the Emperor. We might be switching gears for a second because I am seeing some things being brought up about your career and your success in terms of money, in terms of your business, and you know, wherever it is that you could be working currently. I am seeing promotions. I am seeing a raise in your job or raise in pay. You're just getting the recognition that you deserve, that you work so hard for. You've earned this. This is an energy of coming into sudden wealth. This is coming into a lot of support and being seen in a positive light. You are someone who's very important. There's a lot of people who respect you. There's a lot of people who admire you, who learn a lot from you. And there's something being brought up about the past. There is this nostalgic energy in the air, or it's giving deja vu, flashback energy, or familiar place, familiar people. If it's new people or new-ish people, it's just giving this familiar essence. Three of Pentacles, maybe, so the Six of Cups and Three of Pentacles, you and someone that you have some history with. I'm seeing like you could be partnering up with some people that you used to work with, or you used to hang out with, or you used to spend time with once upon a time. Like maybe that's people that you went to school with, you're bumping into them in the streets or somewhere that you go frequently. I'm seeing you're crossing paths with familiar faces. And there could be someone, if you're looking for a job, there might be someone that you cross paths with that you have some history with, or you've known back in the day, and they may have, there might be an opportunity to get you into a specific work field. I was gonna say world. It almost slipped out of my mouth, the world. Some of you might be actually going traveling or preparing for a massive shift in your career. All right, but there seems to be this building, creating, and learning / teaching one another. So finishing okay, hold on. Let me get my words straight. It's not making sense. There's some unfinished projects that you are going to be completing in the next couple of weeks. Things that have been months or even in the years to complete. It's being completed now. You're getting very close to completing this project, and I'm seeing this being very successful. Okay, let's clarify. Let's dive deeper. The world for Aries. Let's see here. Why is the world here? Y'all can't even see that. Okay. Why is the world here for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Tell me about the world for Aries. Ten of Wands. So I'm seeing the end of a tough cycle. It's over. It's complete. Death in the reverse. Whew. Ace of Swords. So there has been resistance to this change, or Empress, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. There has been some sort of resistance or clinging on to the old with the Ten of Wands and Death in the reverse, Scorpio energy. There has been some sort of holding on tightly to what is trying to shift or change or fizzle out or end. And I feel like this Ace of Swords is finally giving that okay, that green light, be like, I'm ready. I wasn't ready then, I'm ready now. This is having that mindset, that breakthrough, that epiphany, that realization that, okay, you know what? This needs to change, or things are now starting to shift in a different direction. Maybe different than what you had expected, but it's necessary, it must happen. You could be having some sort of conversation with another person, and this conversation leads to a lot of growth, but I'm also seeing like independence. Like if this is about any kind of romantic relationship, or maybe this is relating to family or people that you live with, I'm seeing that the conversations that you're having gives space for you to grow, for you to evolve, and for you to kind of like explore yourself more. But it's showing that there is like this mutual love and respect. Six of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. There's this mutual love and respect for one another. And I'm seeing like you're being supported in this direction or in this path. And it's going to lead to a lot of growth. I'm seeing something being brought up about Libra season, which Libra season begins on the 21st of September, which is also a solar eclipse, which is the final solar eclipse in Libra for many years. So we're clearing out old ass energy that was playing out over the last 18 months with when the North and South node was in Aries Libra, your sign of Libras. This is kind of like the final chapter of that storyline. So let's look into this Two of Cups, because I also feel like in regards to your connections with people, romantic, platonic, family, there seems to be a massive shift taking place in these relationships. So let's see what that is. Two of Cups for Aries. Justice, King of Wands, and Seven of Pentacles. You're thinking a lot about the future together. We have Judgment in the reverse, the Moon, and the Alchemist. You don't want to repeat the past. You've learned your lesson. We said that at the very beginning of this reading. You learned your lesson, Aries. You've come so far. You've grown so much. You've evolved. You've changed. You faced your fears. You've gone through a lot of uncomfortable growth spurts. You've changed and grown so much. And you're looking at the current relationships in your life, and you're asking yourself, does this fit? Does this align with me? And you have to be honest with yourself, and not only with yourself, but with the other people that you're involved with or dealing with on the regular. You've changed, you've grown, you've learned. Have they? Judgment in the reverse at the bottom tells me that some have not. Some haven't. They're not ready. They want you to stay put, or, you know, it's like you've evolved, you've grown. And in a way, going back to that Death in the reverse, because this is showing like resistance to change. I feel like there's some people that are having a hard time accepting that you aren't the same person as you used to be at the beginning of your relationship. And because you've grown and you've changed a lot, the way that you speak, the way that you feel, like your confidence about yourself, there's some people that could be in denial about it, or they expect you to just continue to tolerate certain behaviors. Judgment reverse, the Moon, and the Alchemist. If you have anything coming up about reconciliations, let me look back at this. Justice, King of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Ask yourself if this is really something that really aligns with you. Like, are you sure you want to go back? So honestly, Judgment reverse, when this is talking about reconciliations, I feel like it's saying no. But you can use your discernment. The moon and the alchemist, it's your call, but the moon tells me nothing's set in stone. All right, let me move on to the Wheel of Fortune. Oops, dropped a card. All right. Let's take a look into the Wheel of Fortune for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. 9 of Cups is at the bottom. Woof! What do we got? 9 of Pentacles. So 999 for someone. Found the Wheel of Fortune for Aries. We have the 4 of Pentacles. You ain't giving up your independence or your freedom. Let me tell you that. You definitely ain't giving that up. 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, and the Tower at the bottom. Oh my goodness. Things are gonna get interesting. Things are gonna get very juicy, let me tell you that. So, first of all, with this 9 of Pentacles, clarifying Wheel of Fortune, like what kind of changes can we expect over the next couple of weeks for you, Aries? Well, you're going through a lot of changes personally, a lot of physical changes. You might be noticing changes physically, like in your body, how you look, your appearance, also just like your overall confidence and belief in yourself and having more faith in yourself and knowing that you can achieve anything you set your mind to. I'm getting a very strong-willed, independent, self-reliant, in your strength. You're really, really in your strength. You may have not have been in your strength for a long time. It's been a long time you felt this good about yourself and you're just rocking it. Like you're doing amazing. You're doing fantastic. The 9 of Pentacles also tells me that you're financially stable or you're moving to a period in your life where you're able to really treat yourself to the finer things, as well as you got your bills paid off and you have extra to, you know, whether you want to save, whether you are saving some and you're, you know, just treating yourself to what you enjoy, what brings you pleasure. And that feels fantastic. So then Wheel of Fortune and the 4 of Pentacles. You know, this combination does tell me that there's still some energies of you holding back in certain ways. And this could actually be tying into what's at the bottom, holding back from reaching out to certain people, holding back from, let me see, what was that? The Tower. What's underneath the Tower? The Fool. Holding back from taking some sort of action, because the next card is the 6 of Swords. I see you kind of, you're trying to slow down. You're trying to make this wheel slow down because I feel like things are changing at a rapid speed and you're like, okay, Spirit, like slow down a little bit. Oh my God. It's like, put on your seatbelt, buckle up. It's about to be a wild ride. And you're like, slow down, oh my gosh. That's kind of what this feels like. You're kind of, let me see. 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, and the Tower. Things are moving very quickly. My God, like from the 5 of Pentacles, which this can be a card of struggle. This can be a card of financial loss or, you know, even like illness, sickness, you know, low health, or, you know, if you've been feeling lonely, if you've been feeling lack of support, you've been really going through it. Especially in the physical world, the tangible world. And then all of a sudden, 8 of Wands and the Tower, there's this huge push forwards. It's like universe is pushing you to take action. Universe is pushing you to take a jump, to take a leap of faith. And for some of you, this is about a relationship with the 2 of Cups and then 3 of Wands, 9 of Swords. This is like, right, we saw the 2 of Cups earlier. Spirit could be guiding you towards a particular person in your life. Especially if you've been like alone or single. Oh, that makes sense now. The reason why you're holding yourself back from the 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles to the 4 of Pentacles is like, I see you kind of holding back, like you don't want to lose yourself, or you're afraid that you're going to lose your independence or lose freedom, or whatever this chapter in your life is that you really are appreciating and enjoying. You're like, I don't want to lose that. I just got it. I just got here. I'm enjoying this. I don't want to have this change right now. Let me see why the Lovers is here. I feel like Spirit is pushing you to this person. If this is a person you're meant to be with each other, nothing's gonna stop y'all from being with one another. Nothing will prevent you guys from being together. Town of the Lovers. The Chariot was at the bottom, just so you can see, which I feel like Spirit is guiding you towards this with the Alchemist. Why is the Lovers here? Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Why is the Lovers here? Queen of Wands, and it's sideways. So it tells you you're hesitant on creating or giving energy. Look, Two of Cups is at the bottom. This is, wow. Two of Cups, Three of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. So you could be feeling detached when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to being vulnerable or opening up your heart. You've come a long way from the last heartbreak. You've really healed a lot, and you've learned a lot from those experiences, and it taught you what it is that you want, what you're wanting to manifest, and what you want to experience in your life. It taught you so much. But there is still this part of you that's having trouble opening up, or there's still this difficulty of allowing yourself to enjoy or have fun or like just live your life more freely and more openly. Or like I'm seeing, you might get frustrated with yourself at times, like you know you're getting in your own way, or you know that what you want is out there, but for some reason it's like this Queen of Wands in the middle tells me you're kind of in this limbo, or you're kind of feeling stuck, or even burnt out could be a thing. You could be feeling really tired, like low energy. You're trying to just get back your balance, get into your groove, get back to yourself again. Anyways, we have the Two of Cups, Three of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. I'm seeing, okay, like you've healed so much. There's only so much healing you can do on your own. And there's a connection here Spirit is guiding you towards. But because your heart has been scarred, you're afraid to let this person in, or you're afraid that your shadows, your past may scare this person away, or vice versa. Whoever you're dealing with or connecting with, whether now or in the near future, they could have very similar experience. I feel like in a way you and this person would be mirroring each other. Like you're afraid that your past might scare this person away, vice versa. They think that, oh, if I tell Aries like who I am, what I went through, they may not be interested in me. They may run away. Like I'm seeing that this is something that you are having to push through. Three of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Princess of Cups. Someone that's going to help you open up. You won't even realize it until you're there that, holy crap, I really needed this, or I really, wow, like, oh, you know, you have a conversation with someone and you feel so much better after, like, wow, I didn't know I needed to talk about that. I didn't know I had to like get this on my chest, or like to open up in this way, but wow, I'm so glad I did. And it creates this trust, it creates this bond, it creates this intimacy, and it feels really good. It feels very safe. And I mean, that Three of Swords, you may not feel entirely safe right now, or you feel this Two of Cups, like you don't want to get heartbroken. Like who fucking wants to get heartbroken, right? But Two of Cups, Three of Swords, there's some deep wounds being brought up here, and something that you have to get off your chest, or like heal or release. And I feel like by communicating, or by speaking, or by talking with someone, it's going to be very liberating. Like if this is someone new, you're talking about your experiences and like what you've gone through, and it just helps you heal on a deeper and different level than if you were to just do it by yourself, right? And you're processing it yourself, you're journaling about it yourself, you're thinking about it to yourself. But when you actually allow yourself to open up, and someone is receptive to that, and they give you that safe place to talk about your feelings and your heart and your experiences, it heals deeper in a way that you don't get that same sort of thing by yourself. You can heal very much by yourself, but like when you connect with another, it just brings it to a whole other level. It's powerful shit. Okay, and so the Five of Wands, now that makes sense why Five of Wands is out here. That came out after, because I'm seeing you're kind of wrestling with this. Why is the Five of Wands here for Aries? more quiet. Time the Five of Wands for Aries. Two of Swords, Princess of Pentacles, and the Prince of Wands. It's like you're on the fence. Again, you're on the fence. Three of Wands, Five of Swords, the Sun. You're on the fence of whether or not you should give this a chance, whether or not you should jump right on in, give this a shot, see what happens. You're definitely like conflicted about it. There's a hesitation here. Well, someone's pursuing you. So in a way, I guess with this Five of Wands, is like, well, if they want you, let them fight for you. Let them really pursue you. They will make the effort. If they want you, they'll make the effort. But also it goes both ways, right? If you want them, you're gonna have to make the effort too. But there seems to be an exchange, like, all right, if I take one step forwards, you're gonna take a step forwards. And if anything, actually, I see like you're gonna give them a little sign, a little green light, like, hey, you can come, you can go, you can come towards me, whatever. And then they actually take a few steps more than you. Like you'd maybe take one step, they take 5 steps, and you're like, wait a fucking minute, you're kind of cool. I fuck with you. Let me take a step too. And then it's like y'all meet in the middle. There seems to be, I like it when an emperor, not emperor, we have it right here. I like it when a page and a knight come together. I don't really love it when a page comes out for a king or a queen or emperor, empress. But when we're dealing with a page slash knight, they're more, I feel like they can relate more to each other versus like an emperor to a page. Anybody else? Comment down below. I'm just saying, that's just my vibe right now. I'm just like, yeah, I kind of fuck with that. It's like this knight sees this beautiful golden opportunity. Like, I'd be silly not to take the opportunity. I'd be foolish to miss out on this amazing opportunity. They're showing they're interested. They're showing that they are open and that they're willing to explore where this goes, right? We see this beautiful little golden path taking us to the sun, right? This knight is like, I'm all in. If you're in, I'm in. Let's go. So someone could be on the fence of whether or not they should move forwards with you, or that's how you're feeling. Three of Wands, Five of Swords, and the Sun. Don't let your pride and ego get in the way and hold you back from missing out on an amazing experience, right? You've definitely dealt with some troubles, some hardships, or I can think of the word. And I feel like that's something that you are anticipating for some reason. Like with the Three of Wands to the Five of Swords, you're like, oh, like I get this bad vibe. As soon as someone gets close, like something bad's gonna happen, or they're gonna betray me, or they're gonna want something from me. There's this wound that keeps being brought up, and so then your ego wants to protect you from ending up in a situation that could be painful, uncomfortable, or like it's threatening you in some way, right? And so you're trying to control the situation, thinking 5-10 steps ahead and avoid any possible discomfort. But this is just old wounds that are being brought up, old wounds that you can push through. We have the Sun, and then the Prince of Cups, and then look, the Nine of Wands. Look at this. Someone's trying to come through. Someone's trying to offer you their heart, their love, their emotion, their affection, and you're like, what do you want from me? Can I trust you? What are your intentions? You're just trying to protect your heart, though. It's understandable. But if I go back to what's at the bottom from earlier, these cards, if I can pick up the cards. The Six of Wands to the Emperor, there is someone who's coming towards you. There is someone who wants your attention. There is somebody who is drawn to you, somebody who is magnetized by you, somebody who wants to win you over and build something with you. And you might know this person, right? That Six of Cups. You might know this person. Maybe you have history together. Or maybe they just have this familiar essence. It could be somebody new, but it's like you feel like you've known each other from a long time ago. It feels like they've been in your life a long time. I feel like there's some sort of soul connection that is here, that's developing. So, let me just pull you a card for advice. Let's see, what advice do you have for Aries before I end this reading? Any advice for Aries? What they should do? What advice do you have for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising? Look! It's the Fool. Take the leap of faith, babe. Just take it. Just trust yourself. Trust in the divine. Trust that you're ready. If you weren't ready, the opportunity wouldn't be here. I'm gonna tell you that. Don't get in your head. Don't get in your way. Oh, I'm not ready. No, not yet. No, not yet. Not yet. Trust me. You're gonna want to take this offer. It's at the bottom. The Four of Wands. Oof, this is in alignment with you, Aries. You should try this out. Two of Pentacles, the Chariot. I see you weighing it out. You're weighing out the pros and cons. Should I, should I not? Maybe. Then the Chariot's underneath where it's like, you know what? Fuck it. Put the foot on the gas pedal. Let's go. Let's go. You might be scared, Eight of Swords, but you're not going to stop that. You're not going to let that consume you. Take that leap of faith, man. Take the leap of faith. You won't regret it. And if you do, you can come at me and you can be like, Jade, I regret it. Okay. Sorry, but the cards are saying take the fucking jump, all right? Take the fucking jump and trust yourself. You're deserving of good things. So receive. Let yourself receive what you work so hard for, okay? I'm gonna leave a reading here. I hope that this was helpful and insightful. Please let me know how it resonates. And yeah, if you enjoy, subscribe for more if you're new. Thank you for being here. And private readings are available in the description box down below. I hope you have a fantastic day, Aries, and I'll see you later. Bye.